It's so pretty. Oh my god. But I think I just expected a little bit more from that one. I would probably, and this is a hard decision to make. Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be on the new Natasha Denona holiday collection. So we have the new highlighter here to play with. We have the new mini palette. This is the Mini Zendo Palette. And we have two lipsticks. Only one of these lipsticks is part of the collection, but I mean, I did buy two lipsticks and I will be showing you two lipsticks as part of this video. I've been anxiously waiting for this package to arrive and it's finally here, so I cannot wait to get into it with you guys. I, as you can probably tell, did two looks to show you a little bit of variety that you can do with this Mini Zendo palette, and I cannot wait to get started. So if you guys like the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Patty and I would love it if you were here to stay, so please hit the subscribe button before you leave. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. I ordered this last Friday, paid for overnight shipping, and it was supposed to arrive yesterday, which was my day off, which was perfect, but it didn't. It arrived the next day and it was very confusing because Sephora kept sending me emails that my order wasn't going to be here till next week. So it was just like a whole big confusing situation, but let me show you everything that I ended up getting. So of course I got the Mini Zendo palette. This is what it looks like right over here. As you can see, mine came broken, but these are what the colors look like. I'm about to swatch this in a second for you guys. I also got the highlighter, which for some reason I was even more excited about the highlighter than I was about the eyeshadow palette. That's never happened before. The palette is beautiful, but for some reason this highlighter just spoke to me, okay? So this one is called I Need a Nude Glow. Let's go ahead and open it. Absolutely love this nude beautiful packaging with the rose gold. It's so pretty, so pretty. It is literally blinding you. I see it. And then last but not least, I got two lipsticks. These are my first Natasha Denona lipsticks. I have not had a lipstick from her before. One of the lipsticks is the lipstick Andrea, which launched as part of this holiday collection. This is what the component looks like right here. Really beautiful. It's like a bronzy copper type of metal. And this is what the color Andrea looks like. It was described on the website as a nude with a pink undertone. I don't see the pink undertone anywhere. We'll see how I like it because I'm funny about these types of colors, I feel like. And then I got another lipstick that I thought would be perfect for the fall time, but it's not part of this collection. This one is called April, I think it's called. This one comes in white packaging, which is also really beautiful, and oh my god, yes. I really love this lipstick shade. Just by looking at the swatches online, I thought this would really look beautiful in combination with this palette, and I cannot wait to try it on. So let's go ahead and swatch everything. I think I want to swatch the highlighter first because it is the thing that I am, again, the most excited for. It feels almost creamy to the touch, and this is the swatch right here. It is a beautiful highlighter with like a golden undertone. I think I want to compare it to my Amrezy highlighter. The Amrezy feels a little bit more dry per se. It's also kind of bold, but just telling you how I feel. And so here it is next to the Amrezy highlighter. The Amrezy one in person just looks a little bit lighter than the Natasha Denona one, but they are very close, to be honest. Natasha's just has a little bit more of a gold undertone in it. Okay, and then on the other side I put Champagne Pop. The middle one is the Natasha Denona one. The one at the bottom is Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop has a little bit more peach to it, I believe. And I'm telling you guys these because I feel like this is not something that you can see on camera, because I'm looking at my viewfinder and I can't see a difference like in front of the light, or the way that the camera captures it. I feel like it doesn't show the difference that I see in person. So I'm very close to Champagne Pop, but I feel like Champagne Pop has a little bit more peach, I want to say, to it. The undertones are just slightly different. However, the Natasha Denona one feels the creamiest out of all of them for sure. Okay, and then these are the swatches from the palette. I really love all the shades. I'm kind of disappointed in this like shimmery orangey shade right here. It's the one that I have in the middle of this eye, and it looks beautiful. I love the way it shines, but it has a base, but it's not like a pigmented base. Like, you really have to kind of build it up for it to like show pigmentation. I had to go back a few times and add more to this eye to build it up, and you can kind of see it like even on the swatches. I swatched it very heavily. This is the shade I'm talking about right here, and you can barely see it. You can see how the middle one shines. You can see how this matte one is super creamy, but in between those two, it's just not as intense as I was expecting it to be. Beautiful shade nonetheless. I do really like it, but I think I just expected a little bit more from that one. Last thing we have to swatch is the lipsticks. Here's the color Andrea, and now that I swatched it, I do see that pink undertone that they were talking about. But check out the difference. I feel like on the bullet it looks a lot more like brown per se, and when you swatch it, it does have a beautiful, beautiful pinky undertone. And then here's that shade Avril right underneath it. I really like that color. I can't wait to wear it. I feel like I've been watching Emily in Paris, and I feel like she's the one who inspired this lipstick picking, because she's always wearing a color sort of like this one on that show from Netflix. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. And so I thought this lipstick kind of looked like that, and that's why I bought it, because I wanted to try a lipstick like that. So I can't wait to put them on. Before we get into the two eye looks that I have for you in this video, let's go ahead and try this beautiful highlighter. I have my number 98 brush from Sephora collection right here. This is my favorite highlighter brush, I think, at the moment. And I'm just grabbing a little bit of that highlighter, and we're gonna put it on right here. Ooh, yes, that is beautiful. Such a beautiful highlighter color. Just take a look at that. And I don't feel like it's one of those highlighters that enhances your texture a lot. It just kind of looks very creamy on top. Okay, my camera ran out of memory, but I was saying this is just not the type of highlighter that gives you any type of texture. It just kind of like glided very like smoothly on top of my cheekbone. And I feel like I stopped being super into highlighter the way I used to be, because my cheekbones have some texture and I don't like it emphasized. But I feel like this just looks so beautifully, like just glorious. I love the way that it went on. So let me do this cheekbone as well. I feel like this highlighter would work on so many skin tones as well. So pretty. Alright, so this is what I have so far. I know you guys want to see these eye looks, so let's go ahead and get into those, and I'll be back to put on some lipstick. To begin the first look, I have the color Bear on my REPHR number 15 brush, and that's going to be, of course, my transition shade. I'm going to place it on the crease of the eye and blend it upwards from there, just leaving a little bit of space underneath my brow. And this color is such a beautiful, like peachy, pinky matte shade. I am loving it so far. Next, I have the color Uncovered on my REPHR number 1 brush, and this is the other matte in the palette, and it's a little bit more like leaning towards red. And I'm putting it on the outer corner of my eye with this brush, just doing back and forth little motions to blend in as I go. And I'm flicking it upwards right here on the outer corner. I love this color so much. I'm also going to do it right here on the inner part of the eye. We'll do a little bit of a halo eye, just because like I want to place it everywhere. It's such a pretty shade. I could literally go all over my eyelid with it, and that would be the look, and that would look awesome too. So yeah, I love this shade. It's so pretty. For my eyelid, I'm going to use the color in the middle, which is called Stripped. It has a little bit of a green undertone to it, but I feel like it mostly looks kind of like a pewter silvery shade. And I'm just patting that color on the center of the eyelid, and I'm using my REPHR number 2 brush for that. With that same brush, I'm going to grab a little bit of the color Daz, and I'm going to tap it in between the matte and the silvery shade in the center. And I think this is going to make the colors blend really nicely. Back with my number 14 brush because I want something nice and small and detailed. I'm placing the color Uncovered back on the outer corner. With my REPHR number 13 and the color Uncovered, I'm going to just back and forth diffuse that shade underneath my eye and smoke things out. And to smoke it out further, I'm just going to use Bare right underneath it. Back to the color Stripped, and I'm just going to place it as my inner corner highlighter. So just like this is look number 1. Let me put on some mascara and show you the final look. Okay, and this is the first look with mascara on. My lashes probably look a little wacky because I just put mascara on top of dry mascara from this morning because I just came home from work. So it is what it is. This is look number 1 with some mascara on, and let's do some lashes. I love doing lashes, especially for like when I do my Instagram pictures, because my real lashes don't really show up when you take close-up pictures for Instagram. It's a thing, okay? So I know that you guys prefer without lashes most of the time, but I do love to show you both ways because I love the lashes. Back with the lashes on, this is the final look number 1. I really love how bright that pewter color in the center is, and I also love the matte shades. These matte shades are absolute perfection for the fall time. Let's go ahead and move on to look number 2. To get started on the second look, I'm going to use the color Bare. This is the only transition shade in this palette, and it is an absolutely beautiful shade. I really like this transition. And I'm just with my number 15 brush from REPHR, back and forth blending it on the crease of my eye, blending it up towards the brows as well. And don't forget the outer corner right here. Just pat it first and then blend it in. To deepen things up a little bit, I have my number 14 brush from REPHR and the color's Dark, and I'm going to start by just patting this color on the outer corner of my eye. And this is just a beautiful like plum shimmer. So pretty. Next, with that same number 14 brush and the color Uncovered, I'm going to make the colors meet a little better. Just back and forth blending that shade on the crease of my eye. I'm back with the big fluffy brush, nothing added to it. I just want to blend things out. I'm just back and forth mixing it all together. I grabbed a little bit more Uncovered with the number 15 brush this time, just to deepen things up and intensify the crease area. I'm back with a little bit more Stark on my number 2 brush. I just wanted it to be present on there. Lastly, I'm going to use the color Daz, and that's going to be my eyelid shade. For underneath the eye, I'm taking my number 13 brush and the color Uncovered, and we are smoking things out once again. And with the REPHR number 12, I'm popping a little bit of Stripped right here on the inner corner. That's the only shade that we could use for an inner corner highlighter here. Oh, I should have used the highlighter for this. I would actually use the highlighter for this, but I already put this one on, okay? And if you don't have the highlighter, then this is a good inner corner shade. So this is look number 2 without mascara on. Let me do some mascara and show you the final look. Alright, mascara is on, and this is look number 2 right here. I really loved it. Also, I just noticed we did use every single shade in the palette for this one. I love that purpley plummy shade on the outer corner. It's really pretty. And you could probably do a look where you put that one all over your eyelid, and that would also be very nice. So again, perfect for the fall time. This palette is so freaking beautiful. Let me go ahead and put on my lashes, and I'll be back to show you the final look number 2. Back with the lashes on, and this right here is the second look. Just as I was saying, I really love how this one turned out as well. This was like a nice, fun, fall smoky eye. Now let's go ahead and try on some lipsticks. back, and I'm really hoping that you guys enjoyed those two eyeshadow looks. Please let me know in the comment section below which one was your favorite one. And now let's put on some lipstick. So I feel like the first one I want to put on is my Emily in Paris inspired lipstick right here, the color Avril. I know this one is not part of this collection, but that is why I want to put it on first, because I want to finish it with the one that is part of this collection. So let me go ahead and apply it. These are so creamy. I had never tried, like I said, Natasha Denona lipsticks before. They are really, really buttery. Okay, so this is the lip color right here. And just like I thought, I love it. It's so pretty. Oh my god, I am going to wear this lipstick for the rest of the season. It looks really good with this eye color. I feel like you can get away with doing less on your eyes, and this lipstick would be very beautiful. You could probably even do more with your eyes, and this lipstick would still be very beautiful. This was a great find. I really love the way that the color looks, and I didn't line my lips with anything. I just went really, really close to my lip line, which was a little tricky, but I feel like at the end I got there. So this is what the lipstick Avril looks like with both of these eye looks. And I feel like it kind of gives me the Emily in Paris vibe that I was looking for. If you guys have watched the show, it's on Netflix, let me know if you agree that the lipstick that she's always wearing is kind of like this vibe. So let me go ahead and take it off, and we'll try the Andrea lipstick, which is the new one. Okay, so lipstick is off. Let's go ahead and try Andrea. Okay, so I think I love it, but I need a lip liner for it. But I do really like it. You guys know I love my very light nudes. So I think the lip liner I want to do is the Patrick Ta lip liner in She's Humble. But this is what it looks like by itself, in case you wouldn't want to do a lip liner with it. I do recommend that you do a lip liner though. I had to take it off and start over because I definitely needed to do the lip liner first. I was trying to put it on top of the lipstick, and the lipstick is so creamy that I wasn't getting any lip liner on my lips, if that makes sense. So this is the She's Humble lip liner from Patrick Ta on my lips right now, and now we're going to put Andrea over it, and we'll see what that looks like. Alright, there we go. So this is what Andrea looks like with the lip liner She's Humble around it. So as you can see, it is a really truly like nude lipstick. I really love these types of lipsticks though, especially with a darker eye than the eye that I'm wearing right now. They look absolutely stunning. So this is what things are looking like. Imagine this with a super dark smoky eye. I die for a very light lipstick like this with a very dark smoky eye. Now you do have to, I think, put on a lip liner around it, because by itself it was just not giving it to me. But with a lip liner that is just a little bit darker around it, I really like the way that it turned out. I want to compare it to one lipstick I have and I've been wearing lately a lot, and it's this Bobbi Brown lipstick. You guys have been loving whenever I wear this Bobbi Brown lipstick, and I do a very similar combo. I wear the Patrick Ta She's Humble lip liner, I wear this Bobbi Brown lipstick, and then a gloss over top. And whenever I'm doing a very dark smoky eye, that's the lip that I've been wearing, and you guys have been all about it. So I wanted to see which one is darker, or like the color difference between the Bobbi Brown semi-naked lipstick and the Andrea lipstick from Natasha Denona. Okay, here's the difference. They are a lot more different than I thought. The one that has the more pink undertone is the Bobbi Brown one that I've been using lately, and this Andrea from Natasha Denona is a little bit more on the peachy side. Absolutely loving this Natasha Denona lipstick as well. I feel like I would put a gloss over top of it to just finish it up, but I'm not, just because I feel like I want to showcase it since it's part of the collection on its own. So now that we have swatched and tried everything, let's go ahead and get into my final thoughts. As you can probably tell, I did really thoroughly enjoy playing with everything that I bought. I really love this palette, especially for fall. It has just really great fall shades. The eye looks that I was able to create with it, I really love both. I'm obsessed with this like center shade right here and how shiny it looks in the middle of my eye, or in the inner corner. I think that is one of my favorite shades from this palette, and I also really loved both of the matte shades. The one shade that, like I said, was a little disappointing to me was this peachy shade. I just wish it had more sparkle, more oomph, more pigment, something a little more. But it is a beautiful shade nonetheless, and maybe some of you will think that it's better that it's not over the top because it makes this palette a little bit more work appropriate or a little bit more like just daytime wearable, which I agree with. I just like drama in my eyeshadows for some reason. So this Mini Zendo palette definitely has my stamp of approval. These are the best ones to get if you're trying to get into Natasha Denona eyeshadows and you don't want to go for the big ones yet. You want to try the formula first. I recommend that you get these palettes. I had pulled my Mini Retro palette to like compare them, but really they are pretty different, so I didn't even end up swatching anything. They have very different color stories. I also really love the Mini Retro palette from Natasha Denona. I've made videos on that one as well. But I feel like if I had to choose between the two, I would probably... And this is a hard decision to make. I feel like I would get the Mini Zendo palette if I was to choose in between these two, because even though I am absolutely obsessed with this shadow right here from the Mini Retro palette, is like the most beautiful, like glittery, glimmery shade. I really love the matte in the Mini Zendo palette better, and it also has this middle shimmer shade that looks so pretty on the eyelids. The highlighter wins for best packaging. I am obsessed with this nude packaging with this bronzy rose gold lettering, and it just has a very luxurious feeling to it. I am here for it. The color is perfect, and I do think it'll work on a lot of different skin tones. I don't see any like shadows on the side of my face or anything. And as you can see, it is really nice and reflective, which I loved. I love how creamy it feels and that it doesn't emphasize any texture. Is it a like life-changing highlighter? Probably not. You probably have something similar to it in your collection if you own like the Armisi highlighter, the Champagne Pop highlighter. They are very similar to this one. However, if you're just on the market for a new highlighter, I really love this one. And I haven't tried the new Pat McGrath highlighter, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's my favorite one that's come out recently, but I do think I like this one a little bit better than the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter that just came out because of how smooth the formula looks. The Charlotte one is also beautiful. I have not felt the need to buy it, but I really love it. However, I feel like this Natasha Denona one just feels a little bit more like smooth to me, a little bit more creamy, and I really love that. As far as the lipsticks are concerned, these were both a hit. I'm super excited that I finally have a darker color lipstick that I loved. So I know that this is not one of the new ones that came out, but I really loved this Avril lipstick right here. And then the Andrea lipstick, which is what I'm wearing in the center of my lips at the moment, I also really love, and I think it is an absolutely stunning nude to have. If you like the very nude lips, I would go for this one because it is really pretty. Alright, so that is it. That brings us to the end of this video. I was really impressed with everything. Nothing is like life-changing per se, but I'm excited that I have it and I own it and I can play with it. So yes, everything I tried definitely has my stamp of approval. If you've been looking or wondering about any of these products, get it because you will probably really love it just like I do. So if you guys like this video, please don't leave without giving it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, don't leave without subscribing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all so much, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye.